YouTube content today, as well as getting ready for some fun Halloween events as well. So I've got a lot to do, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to see behind the scenes of what content creators do on YouTube in order to get prepared. Now, this is specifically for cocktails, but I imagine anybody that does culinary content is probably going to be doing the same thing. A lot of prep work, a lot goes into every single video. So that is kind of the whole point of today on our live, is just to see a little bit behind the scenes of what it takes to do content for a culinary style cocktail. Ooh. So this is actually my garage, built out for a studio. So we do cocktail content, making really fancy high-end mixology style cocktails. So this is my office. There's a bunch of lights here. My microphone is mounted to the ceiling. It's also my office. So plenty of equipment in here. So that's a little bit behind the scenes, but we have a nice wide selection of spirits to choose from and to help. And so what I'm going to do today is actually make about 5 different syrups. So I've got a ton of syrups, actually 6. So I'm not going to be doing a lot of talking. We're going to have the background music in the back, just to kind of make it a little easier. It's what I do when I get ready. And I'm going to go ahead and just walk through. There's not going to be a lot of talking, but I will try to keep up on comments if I see any, and enjoy the behind the scenes. Alright, so I went ahead and mapped out all of my syrups that I need to make. Just want to make sure I'm being efficient with my time since I have so much to do. And the camera is at an angle if you've noticed, so it's a little bit awkward, but I really want to showcase the pots here. So I have 6 syrups that I'm going to make, and I want to be as efficient as possible. So I've actually made sure I'm not doing redundancy. So for example, 2 cocktails share a very similar base. I'm going to make one batch and then split them out to their separate areas, and then go from there. I have a lot of work to do, so let's get after it. See, batteries. Hello guys, how you doing? So just for context, I'm sure you saw, but I am making holiday cocktails, prepping for a YouTube video as well as Halloween. I'm currently setting up all my syrups here, and just a little bit of behind the scenes. Not going to be a lot of talking today, but if you do have any questions, put them in the comments below, and I will do my best to address them and say hi. That. Two syrups have started, and that's why I go and do all the planning. It makes it a lot easier. All right. So this syrup is going to be for a cocktail I'm making for Thanksgiving called the Golden Harvest. This is going to be a nice appetizer-friendly cocktail. So real light, kind of focused on the apple flavor with a little bit of champagne to make it really light and lively. The second one is going to be actually a dessert cocktail. It's an apple pie inspired cocktail, making one base, splitting it, and adding vanilla at the end to the apple pie cocktail. So that is going to go ahead and lightly simmer, and I'm going to go ahead and get started on my next couple. And I have to grab ingredients, so you can watch this and listen to the peaceful music. Be right back. go. Get that started. Calm down. get some pumpkins in here to make it a little more festive. All right, so those are going. Let this steep. Let's split this off. Let's rest it. What's up? What's doing more? Awesome, thank you. Alright, so this is started. Thanks, man. I appreciate the comment. It's been a long time since I've bartended, though. It's been a very long time. But I really love still making these cocktails, so I definitely appreciate the comment. And that is the biggest compliment you can give, is to be a great bartender. I appreciate it. truly behind the scenes. What's going on? How are you? Good to see you on live. Sorry, you caught me right as I was having lunch. So yeah, we have a couple different drinks. We have 6 different syrups we're making actually. One of them is going to be for tonight's Halloween event. So that is going to be a Blood Moon Margarita. I'm going to do a little beet juice syrup with some chili in there and some spices. That's what's in here. So I'm just making the syrup now. So the orange, cinnamon, a little bit of peppercorn, and some sweetener. We're going to add this to it. Then it's going to go with tequila, Cointreau, lime juice, and a black sea salt rim. It's going to look stunning. It's going to be really good. So that's kind of this one. This one is for Thanksgiving. It's a cranberry main course cocktail. So cranberry, cinnamon in there. I think what else is in this guy? Oh, a little bit of sage also. So this is gonna kind of bridge the gap on Thanksgiving dinner on turkey. So it should be fun. So each one of these cocktails, great question. And the syrups themselves don't take long, but when I'm batching them out like this, they usually take about 20 or 30 minutes, depending on how complicated they are. But this is going to be a pretty full day of making a bunch of syrups, and then still have to film the content behind it. So this is just a little behind the scenes that goes into what it takes to be a content creator on YouTube, if you're doing anything culinary. And I think you have a channel as well, so this must look very familiar. And the thing that most people don't see is the sheer amount of dishes that have to happen after any shoot. It's a lot, but this is why we do it. It's because we love it. So yeah, these are the cocktails. This one's going to be an apple pie inspired cocktail for dessert, and I'm splitting half of it out in order to make a nice appetizer style cocktail. So I'm going to add vanilla to this. This is going to be the dessert one. And then with the appetizer one, I believe it's going to be rum based, and then some lemon juice and sparkling wine. So it'll be nice and bright, and a great way with anything that has a little bit of fat, a little bit of salt. It's going to be really good for Thanksgiving. So yeah, these are the syrups we're making. So I can't wait till they come out, and I can't wait until I get to film YouTube for sure. You can go grab some more ingredients. And vegan, if you're still online, if you don't mind, put your channel in the comments. I want to take a look at it afterwards as well. And if there's any other viewers here, very cool content. So you should definitely go check it out. that. That is so crazy good. That on pancakes, forget about it. Mmm. Here's a little tip for you guys. If whenever you're making syrups, just hit it with a little bit of salt. It bridges all those flavors and really ties them together. And it doesn't take a lot, just a little bit, because you don't want it to be salty. You just want it to be interesting. Very cool syrup. That's good. It's nice and tart. It has nice bright acid, sage in the background. That is going to go really well. I'm very, very happy about that one. One is done. Actually, there's another one here around too. Two ingredients are done. This one's just about done. We're about halfway there. And this one is a simple syrup with nutmeg, with clove, allspice, cinnamon. And I'm going to use that as a base to add a little bit of pumpkin puree to it. No, I'm sorry. Sweet yam puree. So this is going to be like a main course cocktail that really focuses on those sweet potato, sweet yam flavor profile. It's going to be really good. Yeah, things are looking good over here. That cranberry sage syrup is really tasty. So now I'm just going to go ahead and strain it out. Now I boiled it with sage, just a light simmer. But this is one of the secrets and one of the tricks that I learned making cocktails for over 15 years for very high-end restaurants. Ingredients extract at different temperatures. So if you want to get a really round profile of a specific ingredient, specifically herbs actually, it's good to add them at different stages. So when things are hot, it's going to extract that top note, that really cooked note of whatever ingredient you're cooking with for herbs. But as it cools and as the temperature starts to drop, it's going to extract different elements and different fragrances and different aromatics as it starts to cool. So one of the things I always do is I take it off the heat and I reintroduce more herbs to it to really reinforce that herbal quality. So this is just a tip that I learned over many years, something you may want to incorporate. My best friend when I'm making cocktails, fine strainer. You're gonna see why in a second. One of the side effects of making these ingredients so angry. in the bar is that everything gets sticky. So I'm going to try to do this quickly. I think I'm going to need one more tool. This is a julep strainer. Usually we use this for old fashions and stirred cocktails to keep the ice away, but it's also really good for just keeping large particles out of your strainer too. So that way I have a little more control and I don't drop my sauce everywhere. But that's why we have these mats too. Look at the color on this syrup though. It is absolutely beautiful. So one of the cool things about this is all of these cranberries in here I can now use for something else. They are sweetened cranberries, and they give a ton of flavor. So that is also something that I could be using. But you can see the importance of a good fine strainer when you are making this kind of ingredients. All right. Look how beautiful that is. That clarity, got the sage in there, just giving off its perfume. It's gonna be a good cocktail. One more done. Go ahead and rinse these spoons. Let this guy keep going. This is for another base for a cocktail. Things are moving, man. We got this. One of the things I always try to do is kind of clean as I go to keep the dishes from getting too crazy and to keep the stickiness of all this sugar down to a minimum. Go ahead and leave that guy for a bit because that's its whole job. There we go. But I'm going to try to get this top stuff off. It's always a good idea to label, and here's a little tip. Don't put it where the pour spout is. Obvious reasons. All right, next cocktail. What do we got? taste this guy. Now this is just a water. There's nothing in here except for the aromatics that we have. There's no sweetener. So if it comes off a little bit bitter, it's okay. Ooh, that's good. So we have cinnamon, ginger, a little bit of chili flake in here as well. Orange, water. I get that cinnamon and I get a little bit of burn from the ginger. So this is going to go in a beet juice blood orange cocktail. So I'm going to be adding this and then combining this with a combination of sugar and agave nectar for that reinforcing on the agave. That's super good. All right. I'm going to keep this for the last minute. I'm going to go ahead and add my agave nectar. So agave nectar doesn't really need to be cut that much with water. Typically around 20 to 30%. So if you see me throwing a lot of agave nectar in there, there's a reason for it. The other thing is you really want this to be, whenever you make ingredients, you want the flavor to be really amplified. Because if you think about it, what's going to happen when you put this in a cocktail is it's going to get drowned out by everything else you're going to put in it. Syrups typically only are about 25% of the volume of a full cocktail. So the ingredients that you put in here and the final product really needs to stand out. So that is one of the biggest tips I give people when they are starting to make their own ingredients, is you want them to be exaggerated when you taste it like this, because when it gets diluted, it's going to get lost. We're close. More ginger. I'm trying to grab a little bit more orange too. Alright, I think that should do it. That was it. A little more salt. Yeah, I think that's it. Yum. Do a dishes run. cranberries. They look so good. That's probably ready. That is crazy good. All right, so here's the secret part. You have all that flavor in there, some great sweetness. Now I'm gonna add the color, and a little bit it goes a long way. And that's the color we have. So this is gonna go in our Blood Moon Margarita. Just check the sweetness. That guy's done. So next, so I'm making a sweet potato syrup. I'm just gonna go ahead and use this. It is already in a syrup, but I want to really reinforce the flavors and bring out some more of that sweet potato. So it's lightly sweetened, which is good. Switch. Off with you, scale. So what I'm going to do is just bring this guy up to a boil. I want to extract as much flavor out of these sweet potatoes. Now, if I had the time, I would have 100% made these myself, but in the interest of time, I'm going to go ahead and let this happen out of the can. All right. So that is number 5. You can definitely see how vibrant that color is. So I'm going for blood red. Pretty sure I got it. Once again, I love these mats. All right. This is strip number 2. right, so yeah, we are going. That's fun. Mm. Okay, this guy's going. I'm going to go ahead and start my other ingredients here. This is going to be for my final cocktail. Go a little higher than what they expect. All right. that. Some ginger. Cut some of this up real quick. Yeah, let's go ahead and toast these guys up. So whenever I use spices, I always toast them in the pan so that way they extract a lot more flavor and aromatics. Will take any cooking you do to the next level when you start toasting your spices dry in a pan like this. All right. Looking good, looking good. All right, need to be quick here. Perfect. So this last cocktail, this is the last one we're making. This is going to be a cream-based dessert cocktail based around pumpkin pie. So all of those flavors that you expect in pumpkin pie are just going to be in this particular cocktail. So right now I'm just making the cream syrup. And in a second, I'm going to be adding the pumpkin puree. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and finish this live. The syrups are pretty much done. I'm going to go ahead and strain this guy off a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more sugar to this guy. He's a little thin. And then puree the whole thing and then filter it out. But other than that, we're looking really good. We have all the things made for our content. So I can start filming. Was it 2 or 3 hours? About an hour and a half of making syrups. So I consider that a win. Thank you very much for joining me. And look forward to our YouTube video on Thanksgiving cocktails. It's going to be really cool. So these were all started so that way we can shoot that particular video. We're doing 5 cocktails. The first one's going to be a really nice, light, approachable cocktail for appetizers. Going to be featuring a lot of apple flavors and a little bit of Prosecco. But it's going to be really delicious to start off a meal. And then there's 2 main course cocktails. One's going to be more of a sweet potato kind of flavor focus. And the other one's going to be utilizing the syrup, which I'm really excited about. It's a cranberry sage syrup. It's going to kind of bridge the gap between savory and some of the stuffing and some of the turkey as well. Great flavor combinations. I think it's going to turn out really good. And then we have 2 dessert cocktails. This one's going to be more of a pumpkin pie based flavor profile. And the other one, which I think I'm the most excited about, is going to be apple pie. So we have a really beautiful cinnamon honey syrup with a little bit of vanilla extract in there. And it just is bringing a ton of flavor already. So it'll be a complete tasting menu for cocktails, if you will. So definitely check out that video. We'll launch that in a couple of weeks. But thank you very much for joining me. And it's good to see some friends on here as well. Cheers, everyone.